Republican Congressman Steve Buyer has been famous inside the Beltway twice this year. First, he argued against tobacco legislation by pointing out the ways in which smoking tobacco is like smoking lettuce.
You could have smoked that lettuce, and you still end up with the same problems. It is the smoke that kills, not the nicotine. It's the smoke.
And the nicotine, that's just there to get you addicted to the smoke that kills. Don't worry about that. After becoming mildly famous for D.C. for the smoking lettuce speech, Congressman Buyer made himself mildly famous a second time this year when he added a new scare tactic to the long list of them that were being deployed against health reform. Alongside the claim that health reform is a secret plot to kill old people, and a secret plot to kill Republicans, and a secret plot to kill women with breast cancer, and a secret plot to kill disabled children, and a lot of other secret plots besides, Congressman Buyer, the senior Republican on the Veterans Committee in the House, put out a press release in August stating, quote, "The current Democrat bill harms veterans." Congressman Buyer's allegation was that health reform is a secret plot to hurt veterans, that it would subject all veterans to a special health tax. That allegation was made up. We checked the legislation and found it to be untrue. And we checked it on air with Congressman and retired Admiral Joe Sestak. Can you, as somebody who was responsible for that bill passing, can you confirm that that's true? There's not going to be any tax on anybody for their VA benefits.
I can absolutely confirm, and the exact words are that the VA health care plan meets the minimal acceptable requirements, which means it's exempt from that 2.5% tax that they're talking about. It states it just like that.
Congressman Buyer is not the first person to make up a conspiracy about health reform to try to scare some group of Americans. But to do it to veterans, frankly, seemed particularly gross. That's what earned him a whole segment on this show on August 14th, even though Steve Buyer is not exactly a household name. Well, since then, 3 Democrats who chair committees in the House decided to deal with Steve Buyer's made-up conspiracy theory about veterans the way that Democrats decided to deal with Congressman You Lie Joe Wilson's made-up conspiracy about illegal immigrants. Instead of just pointing out that Wilson and Buyer were wrong, which they were, Democrats decided to try to calm them down by agreeing to doubly, triply, extra dog dare clarify that in Wilson's case, the bill wouldn't cover illegal immigrants, and in Buyer's case, that it wouldn't harm veterans. The bill wouldn't have covered illegal immigrants in the first place, nor would it have hurt veterans. But Democrats agreeing to tweak language to please these guys anyway made them feel that their made-up conspiratorial criticism had been validated, as evidenced by the fact that Republican House staffers now want me to issue a correction, stating that Congressman Steve Buyer was really right all along when he lied about veterans being put at risk by the proposals for health reform. Veterans are not at risk from the proposals for health reform. TRICARE and VA care will not change under anything that is being considered for health reform. Congressman Buyer was wrong when he said it in August. He was still wrong when Democrats tried to appease him about it anyway. And he is wrong now when he tries to take credit for fixing a fake problem that he created in the first place to build his own reputation on the backs of veterans he is scaring and exploiting just to make political points that benefit himself. I am eager to correct the record when I've gotten something wrong, but in this case I haven't, and Congressman Buyer and the Republican staff of the House Veterans Committee is trying to use a request for a correction from me to try to make a bogus political point that is as wrong now as it was when they first made it. The record speaks for itself. The congressman is wrong.